When looking at martial arts, it's hard to avoid the UFC, and with it, its current heavyweight champion, Tom Aspinall. Tom Aspinall stepped into the world on April 11, 1993 in Salford, England. For an early age, he was drawn to martial arts, starting training at the Lee Self-Defense Studio when he was just 7 years old. Over time, he grew up around fighting, first learning catch wrestling and boxing, before later embracing Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu under his father's tutelage. As a young athlete, Tom experienced a dramatic physical growth spurt after finishing school. He grew from around 5 foot to 6 foot, and with that came growing pains. But his foundation in grappling and striking remained strong. In his amateur days, Tom compiled a 9-0 record, with most wins via finish, either submission or knockout. He turned pro in 2014, and in his early career he competed in regional British circuits, sometimes under Cage Warriors, where he impressed by dispatching opponents quickly. After a roughly 2.5-year break from MMA, he signed a 5-fight contract with Cage Warriors, and after a couple more fast finishes, he felt ready for the UFC. His UFC debut was scheduled against Rafael Pessoa, but due to COVID-19 disruptions, the fight was delayed. Eventually, on July 25, 2020, he faced Jake Collier and won by first-round TKO. After that, he continued a streak of finishes. In October 2020, he defeated Alan Baudou by TKO in round 1. In February 2021, he submitted former champion Andrei Arlovski in round 2. And later that year, he defeated Sergei Spivak via first-round TKO. In early 2022, Aspinall was set to fight Sergei Pavlovich, but that matchup fell through. Instead, he faced Alexander Volkov on March 19, 2022, and won by straight armbar in round 1, earning a Performance of the Night bonus. In later 2022, he fought Curtis Blaydes in London, but suffered a knee injury just 15 seconds into the fight, ending his night early. After recovering, he returned on July 22, 2023 to face Marcin Tybura, and won via TKO in just 1 minute and 13 seconds, claiming another Performance of the Night bonus. In November 2023, taking just 2 weeks' notice, Aspinall stepped in to face Sergei Pavlovich for the interim UFC Heavyweight Championship at UFC 295. He knocked Pavlovich out in the first round in just over a minute and captured the interim title. Then on July 27, 2024, he defended that interim belt against Curtis Blaydes at UFC 304 in Manchester, knocking Blaydes out in 1 minute. With John Jones later announcing his retirement, the UFC promoted Aspinall to undisputed heavyweight champion. Aspinall's pro MMA record is 15 wins and 3 losses. Of those 15 wins, 12 have come by knockout or technical knockout and 3 by submission, with 13 of them coming in the first round. One telling statistic: in UFC history, he holds the record for the shortest average fight time, 2 minutes and 2 seconds per fight. Within the octagon, his striking is explosive. He lands around 8.07 significant strikes per minute with about 67% accuracy. His takedowns are efficient, and he usually spends almost no time in bottom position. Outside the cage, Tom is based in Atherton and fights out of the Team Kebon. He's married to a Polish woman named Justina, and they have 3 children, including twins. He also speaks some Polish and has said he feels closely connected to Poland through his family. Tom is a Manchester City fan, and that is a detail that often comes up in interviews and local media. When he's not fighting or training, Tom has spoken about raising awareness for autism. His son was diagnosed with autism, and he's expressed a desire to use his platform for advocacy. His trajectory has been meteoric. In just a few years inside the UFC, he's become champion, broken records, and become a symbol of modern heavyweight MMA, a style that balances raw power with speed and efficiency. Tom Aspinall is not just a knockout artist. He's a hybrid athlete, strong in grappling and striking, capable of finishing fights quickly, and mentally sharp under pressure. His legacy is already being written, but at just 32 years of age, much more remains ahead. Whether he faces new challenges or legacy names, his rise from Salford to the top of the UFC heavyweight division will be studied for some time to come. If you'd like to hear us talk about more areas of martial arts, culture, and far more, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and thank you for watching.